So you're thinking about moving to the Clearwater, Florida area? Well, in this video, we are going to jump into my computer and I'm going to take you all around the Clearwater area. I'm going to show you the cool places to go, where there's a ton of traffic, where you might want to explore if you come visit, or if you decide to move here. It's really going to be a map tour as if we were driving around together in the Clearwater area. So let's go. Hey, if this is the first time checking out the channel and you want to know everything there is to know about the St. Petersburg, Tampa Bay area, then you are in the right spot. Now, if you want to know about the current market here in the Tampa, St. Petersburg area, make sure to subscribe below and click that bell for notifications so that you don't miss out on a thing. My name is Gina. My team and I have been helping people just like you move to the Tampa Bay area for the last 11 years, and we love it. If you're looking to move in 3 months, 3 days, give us a call, send us a text or an email, anytime that works for you. All of our information is in the description below. We would love to help you make a very stress-free move to the Tampa Bay area. So like I said, today we are going to do all things Clearwater. Clearwater downtown, Clearwater as a whole, and Clearwater Beach. So let's go jump into my computer and I'm going to show you around. Okay, as you can see, we are in Clearwater. Clearwater is essentially everything highlighted here in red. Clearwater is part of Pinellas County in the Florida area. And you can see if I zoom out here, its relation here to Tampa, it's about 30 minutes west of Tampa. And everything over on the right-hand side, we refer to that as Hillsborough County, and everything over here on the left-hand side, we refer to that as Pinellas County for the most part. So if you hear me using those words interchangeably, you'll kind of understand where I'm talking about. Now, looking at the map as a whole, just to give you an idea of where Clearwater is, Clearwater, like I said, is about 30 minutes west of Tampa, give or take maybe like another 30 minutes if you're in rush hour traffic. Also, if you're going to the very, very west part of Clearwater, like way over on this side by the beaches, it's probably going to definitely take you maybe even 40 minutes just because getting through the town with the stoplights and the traffic and just the people that are hustling and bustling around there, sometimes it takes a little bit of extra time. But that's a pretty good average for that amount of time, any time of day. Getting from Clearwater to St. Petersburg, which is down here, that's about same distance, 30 to 40 minutes, depending. I would give it probably about 40 minutes just to make sure that you're getting from place to place. Same thing going north. If you're looking to go to Tarpon Springs, that's probably about half an hour. So everything is about a good distance from Clearwater. Even though it's on the beach side, on the very west side here, it's definitely accessible and you have a lot of ways of getting into the city and getting out of the city if you need to. So there's always options in case, for example, a bridge is, backed up or has an accident or is closed or something like that. Now, if you want to explore way outside of the Tampa Bay area, for example, say Orlando, which is way up here by me, from Clearwater to Orlando, that's about 2.5 hours, depending upon like traffic and things like that. Obviously, you always want to add a little bit of extra time for traffic, but you're looking at a good 2 to 2.5 hours to get to Orlando, for example. All right, let's zoom back in here to Clearwater so we can talk all about it. Now, the east side of Clearwater bumps up against the Tampa Bay here on the right, and obviously the west side of Clearwater goes out into the ocean. Now, the Tampa airport is located right over here where I drew the circle, and this is in Tampa, obviously. Now, to get to Clearwater, the easiest way to do that is to hop over the Courtney Causeway or the Highway 60 right here. And you can take a couple ways, but the easiest way is just to keep going. Now, if you go up right here, you're going into downtown Clearwater. Now, this is not Clearwater Beach. This is downtown Clearwater. This is just basically a city. If you want to go to the beaches, what everyone knows as Clearwater, when you think of Clearwater, a lot of the times it's out here. It's this whole area. This is Clearwater Beach. This is where you're going to find your beaches, your beach shops, your restaurants, your, sand volleyball, all of the things that you would come to do if you were taking a vacation, or if you see all those commercials about Clearwater Beach, probably all out in this area. Another really cool area of Clearwater that a lot of people don't go to as much, but it's definitely worth checking out, is down here in Sand Key. This is also another very large beach. It has a lot of places where you can picnic, and it has like a little off the beaten path sort of rocky area where you can sit. It's good for just viewing the downtown Clearwater here. It's not as crowded as some of the other beaches. It definitely doesn't have the same sand as Clearwater Beach. Clearwater Beach has very white, soft, almost super fine sand, where Sand Key is a little more traditional sand that you're probably used to. All right, let's clear this out. So let's zoom in a little bit more here, and I'll talk to you about some of the specifics of Clearwater. Now, the easiest ways in and out of Clearwater, if you are looking to drive or go anywhere around the area, is, like I mentioned, this is downtown Clearwater right here. And you can always take the 60. You can take the 60 out and in. Now, if you want to go north or south, the fastest way to go north and south is on Highway 19, which is this road right here. Okay? And this is kind of like a main large road. It's about 3 lanes on each side. Not really any stoplights until you get higher north, up way past this. And then if you keep going south on it, it turns essentially into a road that will connect you to one of the major freeways. So you can go down to Sarasota, or you can go across to Tampa, either way. So that's really good ways to get around. The other alternate way to get around is what we call alternate 19. And that is right here along the water. You can kind of see alternate 19 right there. And that also, you can drive kind of through the residential areas here, but that sort of pops over. So it's not as much of the water as you're going south. It's more water-based as you go north, but that's alternate 19. That's another really good way to get in and out of the area. Now, a lot of times, especially during high tourist season, which is literally almost all the winter months in Florida, a lot of the times in the summer too, because that's when a lot of people vacation. This bridge to Clearwater Beach is going to be super, super packed. And I'm talking, you're probably going to wait an hour almost sometimes to get over that bridge. So if you're considering living down in the Clearwater Beach area, that's something to consider for sure. The only way to get down into this area is taking this bridge right here, or to take our Sand Key Bridge right here. And the only way to get to this bridge down in this area is you can go obviously across the Clearwater Bridge and then up and around. But if you're trying to avoid traffic, the only other way to do it is to come down alternate 19, shoot over on Bay Drive, go up Gulf Boulevard here, and then you'll go in. Now, like I said, on the days where things are very, very, very high tourist season, both these bridges are going to be super packed, especially during peak hours. So just something to keep in mind if you want to live down in this area or even visit that area. Let's look at, now I said downtown Clearwater, that's right here. And we'll go into specifics in one of our other videos, more about the pros and cons of Clearwater, just so you can get a better idea of the area. But just to give you an idea, they have a waterfront here. They have it's basically like a downtown with buildings. There is a very big population of Scientology. There's a huge Scientology building down there. It basically takes up almost the whole city. And you will see a lot of the businesses down there are smaller. It's not really a hustle and bustle type of city like some of the other places like Dunedin or St. Pete. It hasn't blossomed yet, I should say. Most people will tend to flock towards Clearwater Beach instead of going to downtown Clearwater. It definitely has potential. It just hasn't reached that point yet. So that's something to keep in mind. You can walk around down here, but I've been to a couple cool places, couple bar places, a venue where I saw amazing jazz music. So there's definitely some fun places to go, but you have to kind of pick and choose, and it's not somewhere where you're just going to go walk downtown and find a ton of things to do. Now, let's talk about the rest of Clearwater so you can get an idea of what else encompasses this red area. So all of this over here is essentially residential, okay? And all of this over here is essentially residential as well. Now, you have this McMullen Booth Bay Road that goes up here. You can see it, kind of highlight it. I'm highlighting around it. Along there, you'll find restaurants, some shops, things like that. It's basically another large road, sort of like Highway 19. It's not as the speed limit is a little slower, but it has more stoplights and things like that. But it's still one of the main avenues to access the right side or the east side of Clearwater. Now, this also turns into Safety Harbor and Dunedin and a couple of the other cities. But you can see there's pockets of Clearwater that we still have in here. Now down here in this section, this is a huge shopping center. You got Target, you have Costco, you have Lowe's, you have a lot of restaurants, gas stations, pretty much you got hotels. You have a lot of things down here, Home Depot, things like that you need to, if you need to ever, access those, it's very close by. And then over in this area, this is all residential as well. This area, probably like right around here, you'll find a mix, but there's a lot of large, older homes there and a lot of newer builds, meaning people have bought the plot of land and then rebuilt a home. Or you see small pockets of developers that have built a few sections of homes. There's a whole new condo area that has gone in here. There's also a new condo area that has gone in down here. And then along this road right here, there's pieces and parts of new development and build. But for the most part, it's single family homes. It's like I said, some are big, some are small. The interesting thing about Clearwater and the Tampa Bay area as a whole is a lot of the homes are mixed, meaning it's an older area. And so when people have moved here and they wanted something new, if they didn't fix up the home, they essentially tore it down and then rebuilt. So you'll find pockets throughout here of different style homes, large, small, fixed up, not fixed up. It's a mixing pot. Over here in this area, right around here is a little bit older homes, not as well kept up as some of the other areas. You'll also find that over here in the older part of Clearwater as well. So just something to keep in mind about those two areas. They just haven't yet been loved as much as the other areas have. As far as like I said before, shopping and things like that, you also have some of that spread up in here with Walmart. You have Bed Bath & Beyond. You have a ton of shops and stores, large, like World Market and Kirkland's Home Store. And then if you've watched our Dunedin video, you'll also see up in this area is the Countryside Mall. Now that's got your Macy's and your Home Goods and your like large mall style shopping up in that area. But essentially anywhere you live in the Clearwater area, you're going to be near everything and anything. It's a very, very prime spot for being close to accessing anything. If you want to walk along the Courtney Causeway Bridge, which is this part right here, they have a walkway. You can go fishing, you can bike, you can walk. It's a really awesome place to go. You can also walk along right here, Bayshore Boulevard. That is a great little view. It has a nice walk. That's a super fun place to go. I guess as we're talking about walking, there's a Pinellas Trail that kind of goes all the way through here. That's a great place to walk and bike and just spend some time. Obviously, anywhere over here, you can walk on the beaches. You can walk along the beachfront area, and it's kind of fun to go back into some of the beach homes and walk around there. This area here is mostly larger roads, more congestion. You can walk around. It's just going to be like walking around in a suburb city area where there's a lot of stuff going on, and it's not like you can just kind of cross the street whenever you want. You have to pay attention to the signals and the cars coming in, things like that. So just really overview of Clearwater is, I think a lot of times people think Clearwater Beach, right? We all think that. But Clearwater is definitely an amazing city. You have a ton of things. It's near everything. And I lived in Clearwater for about 5 years and I loved it. I went to this park down here, Eagle Lake Park, like all of the time. There was places to just walk and restaurants everywhere. I never felt like if I needed something, it was more than 5 minutes away, no matter where I was in the area. It just had everything. And like I mentioned before, it's a quick hop and a jump over the bridge to the airport. So that was really an awesome city to live in. It's definitely got its pros and cons, which we'll talk about in another video. But for the most part, that's Clearwater. So I hope that video was super helpful. I love sharing the areas. I lived there, like I said, for 5 years and I loved it. So it's definitely one of the spots that I think is slightly underrated and is a really cool town. So if you have experienced it yourself or you have any additional questions, leave them in the comments below. I'd love to answer the questions for you or give you any more information that you're looking for. Obviously, want to make this as helpful for you as possible. If you have any cool stories, leave those too. I love reading them. And like I mentioned, if you're looking to move to the Clearwater area, give us a call, send us a text. We're happy to give you any information or help that we can. And if I don't hear from you, I hope to at least see you around Clearwater.